Well, hello, hello, and welcome. Gonna be continuing Metal Gear Solid from 1996. Probably should be able to finish it in this stream. Pretty close to the end. I think we just gotta fight Vulcan Raven one more time, and then it's pretty much Metal Gear and the end. If memory serves. Okay, what's going on here? Hold on. Might have to restart the game. Okay. I think we're good. Just make sure. I gotta make sure because this is all. It was just being wacky with me, so. Okay. Let's get it. Onward and downward. And hope I don't fall in the lava and die. It's so sensitive. Really? Are you really gonna go that slow? Oh, you're gonna piss me off. I'm gonna wait here. Never seen it move like that before. It's usually just 2 movements, not 5. I still don't want to stand up. Not yet. There we go. Screw that thing. Careful, don't step in the lava. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jerks. That's gonna hurt me. Never mind. body armor. Ooh, almost fell in the molten magma. Not good for my life expectancy. Might want to equip the body armor. And don't forget to heal whenever I need it. Hey, Cyberspawn. How's it going, man? What? Hey, where's... That wasn't my famous out. Is this how you play Metal Gear? Easy. How are you doing today? Never played Metal Gear Solid 4? Not even Metal Gear Solid 5? Come on, man. Come on. These games are freaking awesome. 5 is better than 4, but, you know. Damn it. You couldn't tell, I'm a little rusty at this game. Yeah, very rusty at this game still.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
I didn't think I had that less health. How much health do I have? That fucking thing killed me like that? Jeez. I'm crawling everywhere. Fuck that shit. Oh, I'm full on claymores. No! Son of a bitch. What's in the corner? What are they guarding? A ration. So did you finish your Dead Space 2?
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI,
Yeah.
and then going undercover to investigate the Mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960 in Chicago.
Yeah, unfortunately, we may never get a Dead Space 4.
You better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying.
Because EA.
Ninja? Too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out
Good old
anything,
EA ruining everything.
in the meantime, be careful.
Now for one of my favorite boss fights of the game. Vulcan Raven. Gonna need all the explosives I can get.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friend?
So badass.
Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
Need to add that one as a quote too.
No true battle.
So many good quotes, man.
The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided.
Been adding quotes to my stream.
Say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Ah, your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends.
Hideo Kojima, yeah.
You will make
Yeah, he started his own company, Kojima Productions. Then he made
Alaska too.
Death Stranding.
You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck-duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But
Another
there is
one.
Another event that
So
I
good.
select. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's iron in your words.
Yeah, Death Stranding is a different kind of game. It has a really great story, and I really liked it. But at times, I will admit, it does get boring. But that's just me. I got claymores, and I will use them now. Just have to remember where I plant them. Yeah, unfortunately, he can't do that. He doesn't own the rights. Dang, I'm actually wrecking this dude. Oh, he running now. Wow! I forgot where I put my mines. Oh, I got this guy. One more good hit and he's done. He just has to step on one of my mines. Either way he comes, he's gonna hit one of my mines. There it is. Oh, he's not dead. Interesting. He has an ass hair of health left. There we go.
Just as the
Easy.
boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world.
Knew I'd find a use for those claymores.
But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you. Understand?
What up, Alex? Yeah, we all game today, man.
Take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
What is it?
That was not the DARPA chief.
You don't gotta apologize to me, man.
Koi Octopus. a
Games make me mad sometimes, too.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself.
Decoy octopus.
but he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. But why go to so much trouble?
Also got chat games if you guys ever want to play some games.
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself. Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. But you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls.
I remember one game that really got me ticked was The Evil Within, but it was The Evil Within on the hardest difficulty. And on the hardest difficulty, you die with one hit, no matter how much health you have. That was a rage fest. But it felt so good to beat the game like that. A lot of trial and error. Yeah, you gotta add a number. You gotta give it a number to gamble. I think the minimum bet is 10.
Snake, it's me.
You're gambling chat points.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Uh-oh.
Colonel, is Naomi there? No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we better...
That one boss.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe it. It's just a bunch of arms and a mass of meat.
Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her
Oh,
story
yeah.
of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out. And? There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah, trying to beat that game
Naomi must have
without taking a hit.
her identification papers.
Just praying to get to the next checkpoint or the next save spot.
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes.
Well, if you use
Been sent to sabotage
Streamlabs, yeah, you should have chat points. You just set it up in
I don't want to
Streamlabs.
either, but she is working for Foxhound. So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Oh, there's so many types of points. There's channel points, there's chat points.
Place
you know.
her under arrest.
What?
There was another point system, but I forget what it was.
She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Have you
Oftentimes, it was the stupidest
vital
generic enemy in The Evil Within that was the biggest pain in the ass.
Does this have anything to do with the
Because they're cheap. They always hit you, and you only can get hit once. Especially the ones with the guns, they just point at you from a mile away and they never miss. They always hit you and it always kills you. Those were the most annoying enemies.
Wait a minute.
At least with a boss, I can tell when they're about to like wind up a swing and try to hit me.
We're hiding something. Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time. I don't
I
have...
haven't streamed the Evil Within games yet. I might do that. I've recorded the Evil Within 1 for my YouTube, but I've never streamed it. Ah, there goes Vulcan Raven. My favorite one. But alas, we must progress. There's like 50 cameras in this room. They're everywhere, all over the wall. As you can see. They didn't want anybody getting through this room. There he is. Metal Gear Rex. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of collectibles in the second one. I don't have to grab anything down here yet, right? Oh, shit. Is this a gun camera or is this a regular camera? It's a gun camera. I prefer the gun cameras because they don't trigger an alarm. They just shoot at you.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear.
100 collectibles.
Strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards. Nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yup, that describes me pretty
You a
well.
hacker?
Does it look
Do you like anime?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Are you a gamer, bro?
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful
Quote.
guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I
Ah,
couldn't
yes,
bust
Sergeant
into.
Johnson.
Okay. Keep
One of the
trying.
greats. Send me out with a bang. Stinger missiles? What do you need Stinger missiles for? An odd place to put that. I know there's a guard that patrols around here. Oh, there they are. There's Ocelot and Liquid hanging out in the control room.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
I do the Dark Souls games. I played
The terrorists have
the Dark Souls remaster a while back.
Warhead. Once they input the detonation codes,
I've played and beat Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, and I've played Dark Souls 2, but I've never finished it.
identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a
I've played a bit of Bloodborne, but
Now I'm looking through all of Baker's
I haven't finished that one either. The only ones I've finished are Dark Souls 1 and 3. And I really like Dark Souls 3. It really surprised me how good it was. Damn it. I thought he was farther away. They won't see me if I lay down. Oh, fuck. The analog stick is so sensitive in this game, it's hard to aim sometimes.
Snake.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out.
Is this the PC port? No, well, this is the GOG version. You know, GOG, good old games.
Disney?
Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they
You can
lost
just get
their
this
big
version off of
fighter
GOG.com.
jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like
Yeah, I never used to like the Dark Souls games. They always pissed me off.
Right,
But just
buddy, huh?
yeah,
over the last 6 months, I've been getting into them and been really enjoying them.
theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a
You
little
can get Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 on GOG. Because I guess Konami let them release it on their platform. As soon as I heard about it, I just jumped on it and got them.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like
Well,
to
look,
see a
remastered
nuclear
this one?
bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why?
I suppose they might have done something to it. I'm not sure, though.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over.
Like, the textures look a
But
bit
nuclear
smoother.
explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will
I mean,
be
for
worried
whatever
about a
that's worth.
retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us.
It might actually just be that.
Washington won't be very
Because in the main menu it says Metal Gear Solid Integral.
highest bidder.
So this might actually be that.
The president will break. he will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case,
It only targets
have you heard
specific
from your
people.
friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off.
Before the age of
Worried about the men's morale.
facial animations,
Alliance
they just
with the Russians
bob their head when they
used
talk.
That as well.
What are you saying?
And the voice acting was so good, didn't even care.
Going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong
People
with that?
talk and you just
We
nod.
can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him.
Ocelot knows all.
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl. She's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got one of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah, the card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one.
Gonna be a lot of running around.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. there should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room
Which means I
temperature.
can't do the hot one
See the
first.
symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is
They're just standing there watching him.
key, Snake.
Who's that? Damn! The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Oh yeah, I like Mass Effect. I really like Mass Effect. Okay. I would consider Mass Effect to be the best trilogy ever. My opinion. With Mass Effect 2 being my favorite video game of all time. Totally biased opinion. Yeah, they were both watching him on the monitor. I forget how to get this key back. I know a rat has it. A mouse or a rat. You want to get the trilogy remastered? Yeah, I'm definitely getting it. There's no question about that. Have I played Andromeda? Yeah. Oh, he's got the card key. Little shit. I just saw that. How do I get him? I remember there was a trick to getting him. Shit. You can play the originals. Though I wouldn't mind better graphics, you know, for the new one. I can't remember how to get this rat. I remember there was a specific thing you had to do to get this rat. And yeah, I've played Andromeda. It's not as good as the trilogy, but it's still a pretty fun game. Really long, actually. Yeah, all the DLC except for one, and that's Pinnacle Station. But Pinnacle Station is... Pinnacle Station doesn't really matter. How the fuck do I get that rat? There was a trick to getting that rat. I remember. You know what? Screw this thing. Oh, there he is. Son of a bitch. I would totally blow him away with a rocket launcher. Yeah, Andromeda's good. It's not original Mass Effect trilogy good, but it's still good. It's a good game. Not as bad as they messed up Anthem. That'll work. That was the trick. Use a Stinger missile. Just hope BioWare doesn't mess up the next game. What was it? They're working on the new Dragon Age? Or the next Mass Effect? Come on. Heck, I hope they don't mess up the remaster. If you mess up a remaster of a classic video game trilogy, that's pretty sad. Just saying. Soldier's back. Yeah, they removed some angles of Miranda's bubbly butt.
PAL code number 1 confirmed.
I mean, yeah, it's not a huge deal. Modders will probably bring it back.
PAL code
And also make her naked, so
Okay.
fine by me.
PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Son of a bitch. Wish I could aim in first person, that'd be so nice. But that doesn't happen until Metal Gear 2. Now I gotta go back to where I fought Vulcan Raven, freeze the key, then come back here. And then after I come back here, I gotta go back all the way to the beginning of this place to the refinery to heat it up, and then come all the way back here. It's a lot of back and forth. Oh yeah, the Blood Dragon armor. Honestly, I'm not really a huge fan of Dragon Age. Tried playing it, but just couldn't get into it. Okay, I gotta freeze the key here. Just hang out here till it freezes. Yeah, and people always tell me, I love the Dragon Age game. I'm like, yeah. I just don't know why. It's just not my thing. I mean, I could play them for a while, but then I just lose interest in playing. Just like that for some games with me. I just can't explain it. I know it's a great game. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with it. It's just, I just can't get into it. Don't know why. It's not a terrible game by any means. It's just I just can't get into it. It's the only way I can explain it, you know? Oh yeah? Was his name Casey Hudson? Okay, it's frozen. We can go now. We can go now. Go back. Yeah, I don't deny that. Oh shit. I'm about to walk into death. I do not deny that it is a good game and a good series. I just can't get into it. Like I can't get into Mario and Nintendo games. I just can't do it. It's not my thing. Like that Cyberpunk game, like a lot of people, pretty much everybody I know was looking forward to playing that game, and then it came out as a huge disappointment. We were looking forward to it for years now. But I like games like that, the futuristic, dystopian, post-apocalypse type games. I really like that kind of setting. It's really cool to me. Oh, I played Peace Walker, yeah. Oh, shit. The aiming. The aiming is so bad. It's weird. I got the GOG version of it. I played about 20 hours of it, but
there goes PAL code number 2.
I ran into a few bugs and all, but it's not really something that takes me out of it. But I still could not, you know, get into the game, even though I liked the setting and the game was gorgeous. Again, it's a weird thing. Son of a bitch. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they just spent so much time on the genital physics and details of that they didn't have enough resources for the rest of the game. At least the Far Cry game would keep my attention longer. Like I said, I played 20 hours of Cyberpunk, but that's 20 hours, like I played an hour one day, then an hour, and some other day. A couple days later, I played another hour. I mean, it couldn't keep my attention for more than an hour before I get bored. It's just a shame, coming from CD Projekt Red. Fallout 76. It had my attention a lot more and a lot longer than Cyberpunk. I have hundreds of hours in Fallout 76, and I will tell you, Fallout 76 is a terrible video game. But it's a terrible video game that I have hundreds of hours in. Yeah, they were talking about multiplayer for Cyberpunk. That's why. That's right. I think they should get their game, you know, get it up to snuff to what they promised. even though Elder Scrolls NPCs are cheesy, at least they're entertaining. Stop! In the name of the law! You have violated the law because you stole a spoon. Yeah, Fallout 76. Before they added NPCs in, and there was just robots and a radio to talk to with a bunch of holotapes.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
As bad as Fallout 76 is, I still put hundreds of hours into it. But the coolest thing about the game was launching a nuke on anywhere on the map.
Yeah.
That
He's the
never
one
got
who
old and I
told me
loved it.
about It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever
Yeah, maybe.
heard of something called
I don't know what they're doing now.
Fox-Die?
No.
Still trying to fix Cyberpunk, or maybe they moved on to Witcher 4.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details.
Either way,
but
they got a mark on their
what are you
reputation with
trying to
Cyberpunk
say?
now.
It's too similar.
What is?
Oh yeah, and they got their source code stolen. The hackers stole their shit.
Chief, I mean, decoy octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, Fox-Die kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't
Uh-oh.
want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well,
With
I'd like
fisticuffs.
to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi. I can't believe it.
That means the Fox-Die vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake,
Plot twist.
you might
Another
be
betrayal.
affected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Okay, I don't feel like dealing with this camera, so I probably will just destroy it. If I can. Yes. Screw this camera. Now hopefully it won't be here when I get back. All this betrayal. Best video game betrayal has to be BioShock 1 with Atlas and what's his name? Frank Fontaine. Best betrayal ever. Like, I almost wasn't even mad about it. It was just cool. I'm a wee baby Patrick. Just gotta hang out here till I get the card warm. I did hear about that. I don't know much beyond that it's actually being made. A new BioShock is a-coming. I want to kill this guard. Well, she is a more likable character. Even though she experimented on children, turned them into little sisters. You gonna come down here, dude? Guess not. Okay, it's warm. Now, just gotta get back there and hopefully it doesn't change temperature. But the button snake. I don't know. We haven't heard anything about it in a while. Other than it is in development. Would be good, though. I wouldn't mind another Bioshock, that's for sure. I like Bioshock 1. I like Bioshock... Oh, the camera's back. Fuck that camera. I'm out of here. Bioshock Infinite's really good. It's like a Mass Effect elevator. Oh yeah, the Outlast Trials, isn't that the co-op version of, or a co-op Outlast game that they're making? Red Barrels is?
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different...
Yeah, that's true. It's only March, so
Naomi,
still got the rest of the year.
Is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from, my age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by
2022.
England until
Jeez,
1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother, and him.
Your big brother?
Yeah, wasn't the original team Irrational Games or something?
What?
He was
Irrational
a young
Games.
soldier. When he picked me up near the Zambezi River,
Published by 2K.
I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
There's her motivation.
Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
Yeah,
And
thought
he
so.
brought you back to America.
No. I was in
I
Mozambique.
mean, time
when he-
flies, so 2022 will be here
Who was he?
in the blink of an eye.
You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited
Merc.
2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
You still hate me?
Not exactly.
I'm not entirely sure what's coming out this year.
What about Liquid and the others?
Need to do some research.
I'll have my revenge on them
See if there's
too.
anything I'd want to get.
Naomi.
Like currently, the only thing I'm looking forward to is the Mass Effect trilogy remaster.
Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark.
But I could play those games right now if I wanted to.
That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja.
As far as new games go, I have no
He's
idea.
come here to kill me.
And they keep canceling E3,
I think he just came here to
and I always
fuck
like to
you.
watch E3.
I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil 8. There's one. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will be playing that. I want to play Resident Evil 8, of course.
Sure of it.
Fox. No.
Totally just reminded me of Resident Evil 8.
Something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus.
Another
that
2 months for that one, I
targets
think,
only
though.
Specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart.
Yeah,
enzymes
games are awesome.
created through
Especially horror
protein
games.
engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns.
Anybody got
in
any
cells.
theories on the story of Resident Evil 8?
Recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes
You've
cells
tried?
to die. The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream
I
to
don't know.
the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and
Looks like it has like
undergo
werewolves and shit,
necrosis.
and a really tall lady with big
Victim dies.
bosoms. The bosoms.
Apoptosis. You
Bosoms.
mean the heart cells commit suicide?
That everybody was thirsty over.
What?
Other than that,
Must have programmed that thing to kill
don't know what
me
the story's
too,
gonna be.
Right. Do I still have
Maybe
time?
they'll secretly bring back the Resident Evil 4 merchant. What are you buying?
I don't
What are you
blame
selling?
for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Giant hot vampire chicks.
Snake.
All right, Capcom, explain away.
I'm not the one who
Explain this story to us.
Fox Die.
You weren't.
Oh yeah, Capcom's been killing it lately.
Fox Die is a part of this operation.
Totally want to see what they're offering with
Just
Resident Evil 8.
wanted to let you know that. No.
I like the 2 remake. I like the 3 remake, even though a lot of people didn't like it as much because it was shorter and had less content than the original. I still liked it.
Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Resident Evil 7 was good. Now we got Resident Evil 8.
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
There's one thing I would love for Konami to do. It would be to remake or remaster the Dino Crisis games. Dino Crisis 1 and 2, specifically.
Talk to her.
I won't.
I absolutely loved those games back in the day.
You double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is
I would
to
love for them to bring back Dino Crisis.
Okay, Snake?
I used to play through like Dino Crisis 2 like 2 to 3 times a day. It was that good. I loved it so much. Alright, gotta make it back for the card freezes again. Quickly get through here. Chaff grenade. Yeah, Dino Crisis 1 and 2 are pretty different games. The first one's more horror-based and, you know, tense, whereas number 2 is more action horror, which I didn't mind at all. I actually liked it a lot more. But I do like both of them. And I would love to see them do a remake of it like they did the Resident Evil 2 treatment. Or at very least remaster it. And then, I don't know if anybody cares about Dino Crisis 3. Isn't that the game that killed the franchise?
PAL code number 3.
That's the last one.
PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
What? Plot twist.
Ready for launch.
They tricked me.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed.
Another betrayal.
Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole? What the?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell
Come
you
on, Snake, if you haven't figured it out by now.
If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
me, dear brother.
Dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Otacon, save me.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute. I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Sneaky, sneaky. Wait. Shit. Bitch. Oh. I can't cheese him.
Liquid!
Snake! Did you like my sunglasses?
Damn.
You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Sure.
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox Die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Die's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Die's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Die vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Die, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
Well, that's the Metal Gear Solid storyline.
I'm just the leftovers of what they
A
used.
lot of pieces that can be really hard to put together.
That you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
Every time he says jeans, I want to get like a pair of jeans and hold them up. Let's talk about our jeans. I know it's not the same thing, but it's hilarious.
Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother.
He's talking about genetics, and I'm talking about clothing.
The power of the weapon will lead us
We can talk about our jeans.
It's moving.
I don't have any jeans near me.
How do I stop it?
Already at the Metal Gear fight. Here we go. Probably shouldn't have wasted like 5 stinger rounds just a minute ago, but oh well. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. Gotta aim at the dome first. Okay, I can't be that far away. I think I have to get behind him. I gotta stay out of his sights. Yeah, so he does that. He searches for me. And I can get a shot in. And stay out of his sights again. Shit, he spotted me. Lost track of me. Fuck. What the heck did I just hit? The wall? Shit. Damn it. Snake don't run fast enough. He takes 2 steps backwards and always spots me again. Damn it. There we go. Do chaff grenades work? Seriously? Pitch. Oh, come on. They seem to work. Yeah, I can't be that far away. They'll do that every time. You know what? I'll just finish them off. Screw it. Oh, he's a cute little robot.
Did that do it?
Nice try, Snake! Die! Hurry! Get away!
Great Fox.
A name from long ago. It's sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is.
Definitely does.
You look
I
terrible.
wouldn't want to be called Deep Throat.
You haven't aged well.
Means I had to have a reputation for that.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving. Fox!
Oh man, my dude. That was one of my favorite scenes in the game.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use Royal Harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
I'm gonna add that quote. Totally worth it.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now! In front of you,
Good. I
I
can't do
can
it.
finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon, it will finally end. Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Damn it, got me again. He should be a little bit easier to get this time because his vision's now in front of him instead to the left on his shoulder. Plus I can shoot him under here. You haven't seen me yet, buddy. Oh yeah, the second phase is easier than the first one. My eyes are up there on the radar up top. I'm not even looking at the game part itself. I'm just keeping my guy out of the blue. It was harder to do it in the first phase because his vision was farther back, so he'd always spot me. Since it's out in front, it's easier to avoid his sight. That's it.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
Stereotypical. Knockout. This motherfucker never dies. He's like Maester Seymour from Final Fantasy X. He just doesn't know when to stay dead.
Sleeping late as usual, a snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
Ah, these sticky camera angles.
Warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem...
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
Oops.
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born.
You sound like a pouty little brat brother. He took everything from me. I get all the hand-me-downs.
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
Half expect him to just start stomping around, being all throwing a temper tantrum.
60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation.
Daddy didn't love me.
Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect.
Oh, that's a sexy plane right there.
Everyone knows that the Gulf
Wasn't that
War
like the
syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted
Nighthawk or
uranium
something?
used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA?
Yeah, I want my own Metal Gear Rex.
Family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive.
Maybe then I can finally get that black cat that's been attacking my grandma's cat.
That their genes will be
I'll come
passed
after
on
with
to
a
new generation.
gigantic walking deathmobile.
Altruism among blood
Then it won't ever
relatives
show its
is
face around here again.
to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me.
My genes.
And then I'm going
Imagine
to go
genes.
beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
I don't have any jeans near me. My closet's right there. I don't even think I have any in there.
Behind you.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive.
But I want like blue jeans, you know, something more iconic.
Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Meryl was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of...
This fight can be a real pain in the ass sometimes.
If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake.
Oh, now he's gonna start doing something. Jerk. Shit.
Nice shot! You're out of time!
Oh, I was looking at chat. Chat distracted me. I'll look at chat after I'm done here. The 1-2 kick. Just gotta keep doing it. Oh, I forgot he does that attack. Ah. That's all you need is the 1-2 kick. You don't need anything else. Bitch.
You're out of time!
Nope. Jerk. You have to kick him off. You son of a bitch.
Out of time!
Oh, I gotta get that kick in. No. Come on.
Out of time!
Fuck out of here. I win. Nah. Not your fault.
Meryl?
I still got his ass. You have to kick him off. And Meryl's dead.
Meryl!
Because I chose the quicker, easier ending. The non-canon ending, by the way. You're supposed to save Meryl.
Forgive me. Damn!
Suppose you could say it's the bad ending.
I gave in.
Yeah, there's two endings. One where Meryl dies and the other one where she lives. The one where she lives is the canon ending because she's in Metal Gear 4.
I'm a loser. I'm not the hero you thought I was. I'm nothing.
Meryl. I'm sorry.
Otacon.
Forgive me.
Meryl can't forgive anyone anymore.
It does have the better reward, I will say that.
Otacon.
She's gone, Snake.
I get the
Because of
stealth camouflage.
I guess blaming yourself makes it easier, huh? If you do that, you can keep the pain at a nice, safe distance.
What the hell do you know? Meryl's dead. I lost.
So, are you gonna stay here and die? Along with her? Snake. People die. But death is not defeat. That's what Hemingway said. I lost Wolf, too. But that wasn't defeat.
Suppose how you want to look at it.
Together forever. We didn't lose.
Though saving Meryl is the true ending, because it wouldn't make sense if she died here and then she's back in Metal Gear 4. It wouldn't make sense.
Didn't die with her.
So she has to survive this.
Life's more than just a game of win or lose. Don't you think?
Whereas Mass Effect, there's many different outcomes.
There's a parking garage right next door. We can get to the surface from there. Come on. I released all the security locks. It'll be okay. We can escape. You have my word on it.
Otacon, you've changed.
I'm through regretting the past.
Depends on where they go with ME4.
Life isn't all about loss, you know?
We don't know what time it takes place.
It started. Those guys.
Unless there's something I haven't heard of yet.
When they're destroying things. Good. Let them destroy.
So much for that bomb that had like 30 seconds left to it.
Destroy the human spirit.
Okay. Let's go. Meryl, I hope you're still watching me. Maybe I can prove myself to you after all.
Come on, hustle!
Snake, it's cold outside. You'll freeze like that.
My sneaking suit.
You better hurry. Hurry! Now you look like yourself again.
Don't have any weapons?
I'll drive. Uh-oh, a surveillance camera.
I didn't pick him to do this mission.
No keys. I got him. Let's go. I got it. Snake, jump in. Use the weapon. Fire that. Snake, hold on.
One time I can use first person.
Uh-oh, Snake. It's a checkpoint. Here they come. You can't get through. Good job, Snake. Let's go.
Oh, what a surprise. Mr. I Don't Die.
Liquid!
We just keep on rolling, baby. Find the sweet spot. Shit. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go.
Look, daylight! Hold on!
Otacon. Are you okay?
I guess so.
Otacon, can you move?
It's no use. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
He's fine.
I don't
He lives
know,
through everything.
But I hope he's dead.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
See? What'd I say?
Snake!
If he's dead, that means...
Don't think about it, Snake.
But is he? Is he really dead?
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case...
Acting alone.
Thanks, Snake.
Sure he was.
Colonel, about Meryl.
I already know.
Colonel?
Meryl was my daughter.
What?
I didn't find out until recently. I got a letter from her mother, my dead brother's wife. I was going to tell her after this operation was over.
Colonel,
It's okay, Snake. Thanks anyway. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expect you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die. What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
What?
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world.
That's not all, Snake.
Every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake.
Thanks, Naomi.
That's all I can say to you.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable.
No. I wouldn't leave him there.
All there is to life.
I'd do something to make sure he doesn't get back up.
I finally realized that. I told you before that I was interested in genes and DNA.
I wouldn't just leave that perfectly fresh corpse there that could magically come back to life.
I thought that if I analyzed my DNA,
Burn
I
it or something.
who I was, who my parents were, and I thought that if I knew that, then
Drop it off that cliff into the ice down there.
But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes.
Genes.
Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now?
I don't think Hideo Kojima's that,
I want to enjoy life. I really do. How about you, Otacon?
Me?
that serious.
I feel like a new man.
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research?
No, I'm finished with science. I'm interested in human psychology now.
Oh, great.
Sounds good.
The whole reason I got into science in the first place was because I was no good with people. I was scared of them. I was scared of life. I thought that I could never understand them because they're so illogical. But I finally learned how to like people. I'm not afraid anymore.
Well, you and I are more alike than I thought.
I'm just tired of always being a spectator in life. I'm ready to live. I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not gonna hide anymore.
You giving up your stealth camo?
Huh?
Give it to me.
Oh, yeah. You can have it.
Thank you. Looks like a cassette player.
So, this is where we say goodbye to our loves as well. Want me to drive?
No thanks. I'd rather do it myself.
No problem. Where to, Snake?
My real name is David, Otacon.
I'm Hal, Dave.
Oh, that's right. Hal. Hal and Dave. That's a good one. Maybe we should take a trip to Jupiter.
So where you going, Dave?
I think it's time for me to
Nearest burger joint.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will you find it?
I'll find it. I know I'll find it.
Next stop, Anchorage. Yay. Oh my god, that text is tiny. 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all time. I couldn't finish it. The text is so tiny. No. 26,000 exist in the world. Hey, back in the day, we were on, old box TVs that were tiny. They were like 4x3. This game was designed for that. That's Metal Gear Solid. Even the credits are tiny. Holy crap. Can I skip it? Oh wait, this is Metal Gear. I can't skip anything. Yeah, I beat it again! Just after, many times I've beaten it before on PS1 and PS2. I suppose I could say this is the first time I beat the GOG version. But I always loved this sound right here. Probably the greatest startup sound ever. I can't finish. I can't skip it. It's Metal Gear. You have to watch the cutscenes. I mean, the credits to get to the rewards. We can talk, though. Just let the music keep going and talk. Yeah, it's so good. Every time I hear that sound, just like nostalgia and just memories of it just come back. It's just, I love it. That sound was my childhood, you know? Yeah, the PS2's was kind of... I wouldn't say weak, but it is kind of weak compared to the original PlayStation. Never played that. Never played a Castlevania game. I don't remember the PS3 startup. I'd have to look it up to refresh my memory. I haven't had a PS3 in a long time. I sold my PS3 a long time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. Haven't had one since. I'd like to get one again because there's a few PS3 games like that you can only play on PS3. Like Metal Gear Solid 4 is the only way to play it is on a PlayStation 3. Which is kind of ironic because back in the day when the PS3 was popular, the whole reason I bought a PlayStation 3 was to play Metal Gear Solid 4. That game made me buy a console because I wanted to play that game so bad. Medal of Honor Rising Sun, another great classic game. See, I have no knowledge of that. Because I know there's PS Now. I don't know if I'm not too familiar with that program in PlayStation. I played a bit of the Avatar game. It was interesting. They let you choose between being a human or one of the Na'vi. I don't know if I finished it or not. I might have finished it. I don't remember. It's been a while. I hate subscription stuff. Yeah. So what you're saying is that on PSN you could only like stream the game, you couldn't like download it and then play it? Is that what you're saying? Kind of like Google Stadia? Because that went over well. Played Final Fantasy... What is that? Yeah, I played Final Fantasy VIII for a while. The only Final Fantasy game I've ever fully beaten multiple times was Final Fantasy X. Yeah, maybe one day, Voltaire. Once I get enough people who likes to come here and watch a fat bearded man in a recliner play video games, you know? Maybe one day.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans
I appreciate it, guys.
choose the type of life
I
they
love
want
to play games.
The important
And
thing
I
is
will,
that you choose life.
now that I have the hardware to do it, I will continue to stream as much as I possibly can. Alright, I know they're going to show like my score and my whole playthrough.
The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity. but he's been disposed of. Yes, thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Mr. President, eh? Dun dun dun. Plot twist. It is fun to stream, I do agree. Ah, my score. Playtime 6 hours, 31 minutes, 49 seconds. Saved 4 times, 2 continues. Got spotted 11 times. I killed 89 enemies. Oops. And I used 22 rations. I am a Puma. Puma for the win. I unlocked the camera and stealth camouflage. Booyah. I played on easy, though. Nothing too impressive. And my game just crashed? That was weird. Alright, guys. That was Metal Gear Solid. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I usually try to keep my streams between 2 and 3 hours because it's easier for me to upload them to YouTube. And this one's just 2 hours and 22 minutes as of right now. That is all I will be doing for today. I appreciate you guys being here. I will go back to The Witcher tomorrow. Continue that from where we left off there. And see where we go from there. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it greatly. I will see y'all later. Have a good one. Unless something's